a simple game, and in this particular game we have 5 balls which is randomly placed into the screen, and whenever we click one ball, all the ball will move randomly. Okay, so for that we have this particular screen with us. We are not doing anything here. Now what we do is we'll put the layout here. So we'll put the vertical layout. We'll put the vertical layout here. We'll put it to fill parent. So it will fill in all the screen. And then we'll put an interesting thing that is called canvas. So we'll put the canvas. Hello. No problem, sir. We'll create another application. At that particular time, you do the scanning. Okay. You do the scanning after some time. It may. So what will happen is that particular link will be for some period of time. Let's say for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. After that, the link will be gone. So that's why you are unable to download that. Okay, so we are creating one more application that you can download. I'll let you know to download, and I'll just tell you the download. At that particular time you download it. Now what I have done is I have put it a component vertical arrangement, then I have put it a component called canvas. Once you click the canvas, you can just increase the size of the canvas by clicking this property to fill parent in height as well as with the width. So whole canvas will be filled up. You may change the color to black color. So the canvas color will be, wait a minute. Yeah, canvas color we need as a black. So that will become black. So my canvas is black now. I have only one component right now. Now I'll put the ball into the canvas. So I'll drag and drop the balls. Okay, so I'm dragging and dropping the balls randomly. I'm putting and dropping it because it is of black color. That's why it is not visible. No problem. Now come to the ball 1 and change the radius to, means we'll increase the radius of the ball to 10. Okay, and we'll change the color so that it will be visible. So the color of the ball we can make. So now it is visible, right? Now go to the ball 2 and change the color to some other light color. Make the radius and increase the radius to and that's all. Then go to the ball 3, change the color to and radius to 10. Go to the ball 4, change the color and radius, and ball 5 here also you will change the color and radius. Okay, that's all. So what we have done is in the canvas we have 5 different balls, right? Now we'll go to the logic. So there is a simple logic. We'll create this particular game as quick as possible. So we'll go to the blocks. Now once you be in the blocks, you can see the component which is here. So we have the component like ball. So we have ball component, right? Now we'll click onto the any of the ball. So you click onto the first ball here. And the first ball, when these balls are reaching to any edge, so the third option is to that ball dot edge reached. So whenever a ball is reaching to the edge, what we have to do is the same ball will give the direction. So there is a option like ball dot point direction, that will take up. There is a XY direction we have to give because it is the screen is 2D screen. So XY, the whatever the XY value will be, we'll put it random. So for that, we'll go to the math component here, and we'll choose the random integer. Just drag and drop here. It will generate the random integer from 1 to 100. Okay. You just make a copy paste for that and you put it into X also. So X value and Y value randomly it will be generating for ball 1. The same thing we'll do for ball 2. So come here where it is written when. You just click on the when and make it copy paste. So once you do that, all the component will be copied. Right? So this is my second ball. This is my third ball. Getting it? What in which way I am doing that? And again I am pasting it. So this is my fourth ball. So I'll just choose the ball, right? And this is my fifth ball. So whenever these balls are reaching the edge, they will change the direction to XY. Okay. Now, second thing, when we touch the ball, when we touch any ball in the screen, it should be movable, right? So what we have to do is we'll go to any component here, which is written here. You can see any component. You just click any component. It will come any ball, right? So you click onto the any ball. Here we have any ball dot touch. Do we have? Yes. This is any ball dot touch down. You take it this, or you can take it up, or you can take in touch. Whatever you want, you can do it. So let's say it is touched. So when any ball will be touched, then what we have to do? We'll put the logic. So what we do is we'll set the speed of the ball. So we'll go to the first ball. Do we have the speed component here? Dot speed. Yes, we have dot speed. Set ball 1 dot speed. So we'll make it set ball 1 dot speed to some speed, right? To some speed. So we'll make the math and we'll put some values here. So let's say the speed we are putting as a 10. So it is a 10 meter per second. In that way it will go. So we have to do the same thing for all the balls. So we'll make it copy and paste so that we can do it for ball 2. This is for ball 3. I have done one copy and then I am pasting it. This is for ball 4. And this is for ball 5. Done. So I have two logic. One logic is whenever a ball reach to the edge, then what it will do, and whenever we click any ball will just touch the any ball, it will move into different direction with easy speed. So as you can see, we have this logic with us, right? This is my logic. I have done with ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, ball 4 and ball 5. The same thing I have done with all the balls. Now I'll go to the designer again. See, this is your screen look like. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll build a QR code. So all of you ready with your scanner? So it is a site which is taking a lot of time. Let's wait so that we will get a QR code, and this QR code you will scan. Okay, so the screen is ready. As you can see, you can scan it. It asking for the download. I'm downloading it. You make it install anyway. Okay, you click on install anyway because it will ask the permission, because you want to download an application which is beyond the Google Play, so that's why. So right now you can see i have this application with me. Now I'll try to touch any ball. Yes. So now they are moving randomly, right? If you want, you can change the speed. I have made it, I think, 10. So if you want, you can change the screen. Sorry, change the speed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, with this, taking this particular reference, we'll make another beautiful game where we can do scoring also. Okay. And I think that will be the last application for today. And tomorrow, the first we'll see we'll create the application to see uh, the sensor data live from the cloud, and then we'll see that how we can do the controlling of the component. Okay. So let's start another game quickly. So this will be your touch game. I'm writing it touch game. So this particular game is actually very easy. What we have is we have one component into the screen which will move randomly, and you have to touch that particular random object into the screen. So how many times you touch it, it will be your score. And yeah, so let's see how it goes. So first, this is your screen. Go to the layout, do the vertical arrangement, click here. In the vertical arrangement, you go to the height, fill to the parent, width also fill to the parent. After that, you put the canvas on it, because it is almost the same that we have done just now. So go to the canvas, go to the height of the canvas, fill to the parent. Here also it should fill to the parent. So width and height will be filled to the parent. Now after that, we'll go to the media, and let's say we'll see the image. Okay, drawing and yeah, go to the drawing and animator. Here we have, instead of ball, we have image spirit. So click the image spirit and put it into the canvas. So it is coming here, image spirit, it is coming here. So image is nothing but whatever image you want to take. Okay, so let's say I'll take some animated animal image, and I'll just download that image. Let's say I'll take this image. These are GIF, so I'll take this particular image. Yeah, I'll just save images, and I'll save it into the download section, let's say, and I'll save it. Okay, now I'll do the image spirit that I have. I'll just choose the picture here. See, there's a picture. I'll choose the picture here. When I'll choose the picture, it will say upload file. So I'll go to the upload file, choose the file from the system. I'll go to the download, and this animated picture I have just taken as a download. So now you got the animated picture here. You can set the width and height. Let's say I'll put it some pixel value here. So it will be a smaller one. Let me make it somehow bigger. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So this is my picture into my screen, right? Now, the second thing what I'll do is I'll put one button and one label. So for that, I'll use the horizontal layout. Go to the layout, take the horizontal arrangement, to put it here. The horizontal arrangement, I'll make it the width to be full, and I'll put here one button. Okay, user interface, go to button, click it here. So this particular button is to reset. So I'll make it a reset button. I'll write here reset. Let's say I want to reset the score and I want to continue from the beginning. So that's why the reset button is. And I'll put that particular button into the very center. And this reset button, the default shape, it will be okay. I'll make the size to 20 so that it will be visible in my screen. The background color, if it will be blue, then the text color, I'll make it white. Okay, white is not visible. Okay, white. Yeah. Okay, now the next thing that I'll do is I'll put the label here. Label will show me the score. This will show me the score. Okay. Okay, that's all. That's all. Horizontal arrangement. I'll make the color to different color. So this, so that it would be visible. Okay, great. So this is my arrangement that I have done. Now one more component I'll put here is the clock component. I'll let you know what is the meaning of clock component. So I'll take the sensor and I'll use the clock of it, and I'll make the timer to 500 millisecond. Okay, so these are all the component that I'll use here. Okay, now this canvas color, you can change it to different color so that it will be visible. Yes, it is good. Now go to the blocks and we'll write the code for that. Now the first thing that we have to write here is the score. So for the score, we want to calculate the score. So for that, I need to have some variable, right? So I'll create the global variable here and I'll give the name score and I'll initialize it to, go to the math, initialize it to 0. Right? So this is my initial global variable. Then I'll go to the clock and I'll set the timer of the clock. And based on this, whenever there is a timer, that is every half second, that is 500 millisecond, my image will go in a random location. So I'll go to the image. This is the image spirit. I'll go and click here and I'll call image spirit dot move, image spirit dot move to X and Y direction. Okay. And we have seen that how we can go to the X and Y direction by the random value. This is the random value that I'll choose. I'll choose this particular random value as, let's say, 400. So it will be more random in terms of image going here and there. Then whenever I touch the screen, I touch the image, my score will go up, right? So I'll go to the image spirit again. Now here I have the option whenever my image is touched, so that I'll pick up. Then if my image is touched, then what I'll do is I'll set the label1.text to global score plus 1. Okay, so go to the label 1. So label1.text, I'll set the label1.text to global score plus 1, right? So I need plus 1 here. So what are the thing? This is the thing by which we can do plus 1. So I'll pick the global value from here. So I'll go to the variable and get the global score. So here I'll click and global score that I'll get, and I'll make it plus 1, right? So I'll go to the math and I'll choose 1 and make it 1. Second thing what I'll do is I'll set the global score to whatever is in the label, because I have to increase it. So because the global score was 0, I have to make it, you have to set the global score by the current value to whatever this label1.text is. So label1.text is, right? So because it will be, let's say I'll touch once, so 0 will become 1 and 1 will be printed into the label1.text, and that value we are again putting into the global score, so that my variable will be changed. Now okay, here in this particular designer I can put the sound option also. So I have put the clock. Now I can put the sound also. Why I'm using sound is so that you can see your hit. Whenever you hit it, there will be a vibration. Sorry, I have to put the sound component here. Yeah, it is coming. Go to the block. You got the sound here. See, you got the sound here. You click on the sound one, and here this is sound one dot vibrate. So what we do is whenever there is a touch, so we'll vibrate it for some millisecond. Okay, so we'll go to the math. So let's say some millisecond will vibrate it. So 100 millisecond it will vibrate. Now go to the reset button. So we have the reset button also. Whenever we click on the reset button, then what will happen? So this is the first option. When we click the reset button, then what will happen? Then the global score will be set to 0, right? So that I'll make it copy and paste here. The global score will be 0. That component I do not need. Instead I'll make it 0. The second, the label text will also will be 0. The label.text will also be 0, right? So that also I want 0. So this is my logic. I think you got the idea. What I want to do here is, so I have taken first the global variable score, initialize with 0. Then I taken the timer. Whenever the timer will be gone, means every half second, the image will move to the random position. Second is whenever I touch the image, the label value will take the global score and will make it +1, and the global score will be updated, and one vibration will be there. So whenever I touch it, when I don't touch it, it will not do anything. And whenever I'll do reset button, click on the reset button, the score will become 0 and my label will also become 0. Okay, so this is my logic. Now let's go and try to build it. Go to the build and then APK. Yeah, so now you all be ready with this. This is your barcode. Okay, I'm also scanning it. Okay, as you can see, I have already downloaded, right? And you can see that image is moving around this image is moving around my screen. So what my score is nothing, right? Score is showing a score. Now I'll try to play it. So whenever I touch it, it will just vibrate and the score will go up. Yeah, it's very difficult because every half of second it is moving. So you can see I have scored some 6. Okay, and I'll just reset it. It will become 0. So this is the simple game that you can create by your own, and you can play it. Even you can make it tic-tac-toe or snake game, whatever game you want to create, you can create it. Many other thing you can do with this particular application. Sorry, this particular mobile app inventor.